Yeah, now we're back. I think when that thing dies, we that's why people are
Is this
bailing.
drain just for blood, or can I wring my panties out in it?
Well, there we go. That's a great way to start the new feed.
You just gotta start playing fish mode again.
Yeah, what fish? What? What did you just say?
I said, yeah, start playing Depeche Mode again.
Oh, I just said fish. That's gross.
Well, it is
Don't
Lent.
be disgusting.
It's Friday during Lent.
Oh,
Gotta have
God.
fish.
Yeah. So, oh, hello, Lizzie. We're just starting up again. Our soundboard shit the bed, and I don't know. We were just sitting here doing nothing for no reason.
Babbling about music.
Babbling about music and getting nowhere fast. Anyway, so what the hell were we talking about? You talking about Depeche Mode?
Well, we're talking about how, I guess I had a weirder, I don't know, upbringing of music than you. Intro with music.
There are very few people that say they had any weirder anything
upbringing,
than me.
but you know what I'm saying.
You probably had it
I kind of diverged. You know.
I got sent down to the south.
Yeah,
where I got stunted for a while because I'm like, can we have music with a guitar? Oh, I'm sorry. I was vague. An electric guitar.
Can we put the banjo down for a while?
Oh, come on, man. I'm not. All right, whatever.
No more banjos.
Oh, so somebody was happy in here, and then they like laughed and left. Okay, that's what we do a lot. But anyway.
Yeah, this is like an ultimate 80s song.
Yeah, I told you I almost met this guy. I always say that like it means anything. It really doesn't. I didn't. But I mean, like, that's the thing with the 80s. You got all this stuff popped in with everything else.
Yeah.
That sounds weird, doesn't it? No. It sounds slow.
No.
Really?
Check it out, Joe. Yeah, it sounds right.
No, this is a weird mix of this.
It's been a while.
Oh, that's why. It's a freaking German version. I knew something was wrong with it. Damn Germans. Anyway.
I think if you go one of the ultimate 80s women would be Cyndi Lauper.
Oh, yeah.
And like Pat Benatar, but
yeah.
More poppy Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah, I every time I hear Pat Benatar, though, I remember sitting around with my sister's friends who were like 10 years at least older than me, and they're like debating over who's hotter, Pat Benatar or Stevie Nicks. And I remember the one guy going, "Well, Pat Benatar's got like kind of the zitty face."
Yeah, but she wears like tight clothes.
But I'm looking, but I looked at the dude, and he's like scrawny and glasses, and he was the guy that told me that horrifying story about Vietnam. And I'm looking at him like, you would fuck Pat Benatar's dog if it offered it. Don't even fucking tell me this. You would, like, Pat Benatar came over and went like, I want to fuck the shit. I'm sorry, wait a minute, hang on a minute.
I want to fuck the shit out of you.
Wow, that sounds like Pat Benatar today. That was like an old Pat
Spot
Benatar.
On.
Yeah, I wouldn't fuck that myself. I will clarify, yes, if somebody said that to me in that voice, yeah, I would just walk away. But no, I mean, I'm like, come on, dude, you would totally do Pat Benatar. She's got to be like 20 years younger than you anyway. But
yeah. But when you consider how she dressed versus Stevie Nicks,
I mean, I don't care. I'm not trying to be.
You couldn't tell what kind of body Stevie Nicks had underneath all the flowing
I could assume.
skirts and stuff.
I made assumptions. I ran a simulation in my head.
It was enough.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I was totally in the Stevie Nicks camp at that. I mean, I wouldn't. Pat Benatar said, "Really, you don't want to?" I mean, like, all right, fine. I've got a few minutes.
I'll squeeze you both.
I've got about 7 hours where I'm not doing anything. Let's do this. Yeah. But yeah, but I get the whole Stevie Nicks thing. Like, but I was like that guy. Like, I remember watching. Not watching, but I remember. I won an ABBA record in a frisbee contest at McDonald's when I was a kid.
Hell of frisbee throw.
Well, you have no idea. It was an awesome fucking display of skill, man. It was like
obviously you won an award.
It was like 100 yards, and I had to fit it through something that was 2 inches bigger than a frisbee, and I got it through. And even the old people there were like, "Damn!" And that was before "damn" became a thing. So like they were just looking at like this 8-year-old kid like, "What the fuck, man?" I'm like,
and you got an ABBA award.
I got skills. But I got and
not many people can break that.
Our darling daughter now has my WFIL Sweetest Candy album on her wall.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which annoys me in some way. Part of me is like, that's really cool. And part of me is like, motherfucker, that's mine. Yeah. But
well, she also has my Killers and Weezer poster.
Oh, we gotta kill her.
Oh, then that might be her Weezer poster. But she does have my Killers poster.
Her room has become a John Hughes 80s teenager room. It's got posters on the wall. Like nobody lived like that.
With the exception of there's no scarf over the lamp. She just went straight on red light bulb in the
whole. It's like we have a whorehouse here. Yeah. It's terrifying. I love the effect it has on the neighbors, but
it's got to cause put fear in some of the neighbors' hearts to see that.
Oh, you bought her? Let me open a window and ask them. But no, I won an ABBA thing, and I remember looking at and I don't even know the names of everybody. I think shit. Anyway, I used to know somebody's name, but there was like the blonde chick, the brunette chick, and then the two guys because I don't give a fuck about them. But like the blonde woman was married to one of the guys, and they got divorced. And as a kid, like a little kid, I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you divorce the blonde chick from ABBA? Are you fucking insane?
Because now he's getting the ABBA fans. But I mean, I was
a little kid. Nobody wanted me. No one was having sex with 9-year-old me. And I'm like, you had the blonde from ABBA. And then and there was actually, I forget what album it was. There was an ABBA album where it was the four of them on the cover, and the brunette chick. Oh God, she sang damn it, she sang a song from the '80s, and I can't remember her name.
You lost me.
I'll find the damn thing. There it is. Frida. Frida was the brunette chick. So she was married to the guy with the beard.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I know no one's names. I don't.
They're all Swedish anyway.
Yeah, fucking Swedish people. I don't know. I just know the one chick was blonde, and I was pissed. Yeah, why are you doing this? So Frida, who, oh my God, I really hate that. This song, you remember this?
Yeah.
This was the brunette chick from ABBA.
I know. I don't think I ever knew that.
Well, I'm telling you.
Well, I believe you.
So how awesome am I? You got a little tingle now, don't you? Look at I am. Look at me go. But I remember there were the one album was the four of them, and the blonde. It was the guy with the beard and Frida.
So when they're all sitting on the park bench.
No, maybe. Wait, let me just finish.
Okay.
So the guy with the beard and Frida were making out, and the douchebag who broke up with the blonde chick, whose name I don't know, was just standing there like, and the blonde chick's all flabbergasted, and I'm like, oh, I hate this. Oh God, why? God damn it! I got nothing.
When I grow up, it'll never be that complicated.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Everyone's gonna want me, and I'm gonna keep them around forever. That didn't work out, but yeah, this is the other. See, I know nothing about ABBA. I'm sorry, I'm not a dancing king, but this is the other. This is free. But this is
I never knew.
Yeah.
Now that I know that, I can hear it. I recognize it.
Yeah, it's kind of I like this song.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that's the thing about 80s tunes and stuff, 70s, 80s, 90s. There's a lot of really cool shit you just don't know jack shit about because you're like, I never thought about that. And this is one of them. This is one of the chicks from ABBA. Yeah. And I say that as a feminist.
Yeah, now I recognize.
Yeah. I mean,
I never knew.
It's no DVDA.
Well, very few things are.
Yeah. I love playing this in the car when I pull up to a stoplight, the window down. I'm going to let this play. Johnny, I'm glad you hung around, man. No one else is, but you don't know this song. I'm going to let you hear this.
You might have.
Isn't his quest for glory? Give it all you got to fight to the top so we can know your story. Now you're a man, now you're a man, man. You are now a man, you're a man. Now you're a man.
All right, now you got the gist of it, man. So now here comes the second part. It'll be better.
What makes a man? Is it the woman in his arms? Just 'cause she has big titties? Or is it the way he fights every day?
Give you one guess.
No, it's probably the titties. Now you're a mile. Oh my, oh my, oh my.
You're welcome.
Now you're a mile.
I'm sorry. I love this song. This is one of the songs I used to play at work when I actually went into work, and like I'd be across at the printer and this would come on. I'm like, shit! Like tear across the room to turn it off. So
Used to come home and I would hear the garage door open, the car open, this music just blaring through the walls. And as soon as I got that, no, it's probably the titties part, you turn it off.
oh hell yeah, yeah. I had to hear that one
He's
part.
home. Make dinner in the oven.
Yeah. I just wanted you to know that I appreciate.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Now you're a mile. Now you're a mile.
All right, I gotta kill that. Jesus Christ. So Johnny, since you're the only one listening, DVDA. It's a guy from South Park. Look it up.
Guess.
Now you're a man. It's the most ridiculous damn song I think I own. Okay. Well, I have Uncle Fucker too, but that's a whole nother story. But
This is from their movie.
No, this
Basketball,
is-
right? Or it's just them?
no, I don't.
Did they use this in basketball?
I don't. My God, I don't think they did. Or
I-
Orgasmo?
Oh, maybe it's Orgasmo. I thought it was on.
I don't
Windows
even think it
soundtrack.
was an Orgasmo. I don't think so. No, I don't think it's on the Orgasmo soundtrack's really, really weird.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite soundtracks too because it's so good. Let me see if I have that.
One of my favorite soundtracks from Clerks.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, here it is. Yeah, Orgasmo. I don't have the whole thing. What the hell?
Well, I was gonna say we actually have the CD, but our
This is
dog-
this is the Donald Trump theme.
I was gonna play this in the garage when all the gearheads were revving their engines.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
was just gonna stand there like John Cusack with it over my head.
that would probably work, man. But this is
But it works with Trump.
yeah, this is a very Trumpy song.
How'd you get your hair so tight? You can't get laid, you might as well fight.
Very, very Trumpy. Yeah.
It is
You're
weird.
wearing, you got a tan.
Well,
Yeah,
orange.
I gotta hand it to you, man.
Yeah.
You're the bull of the ball. You try to stand tall, thinking you can take them all. Sorry about your penis. Sorry about your penis. Sorry about your penis.
I think this is actually Pelosi's ringtone.
What's that?
I think this is Pelosi's ringtone for when she has to
Oh, that
take
might
a
be
call
true.
from
Yeah.
Trump.
I do think that Now You're a Man is from the Orgasmo soundtrack. I think it's track 8 from Orgasmo.
I thought it was from Mars.
But like you play stuff like this when you're pulling up to church. Just to let them know you're there. This song though,
Always keep him.
from our buddy Robert Smith.
Yeah.
I love this song. This is this kind of exemplifies our life, like all the fucked up stuff that happens. And
Oh yeah.
nobody believes it.
No.
Like I don't know how many times I've told stories and people just look at you like, "Yeah, what's the joke?" Like I'm not telling a joke.
Unlike me, I know it's true. I just come back with like, how are you with that?
Well, you've had people tell you stories about me, and you can't.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah.
admit to it.
That's
I don't know what the statute of limitations is. We won't go into that, but
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah. I should have gotten an award for best actress for playing so ignorant to what they're talking about.
That's terrible. Who would do things
my
like
God,
that?
Are you serious?
I'm not married to that freak yet. But yeah, there's so many bad things I can't admit to. What the hell were we babbling about though? Oh well, there's this. What? What?
You're in some weird folder. I don't know.
No, I'm not in a weird folder. My music is just organized really badly. Where the hell are we? Okay. So, here we go. Yeah.
Yeah, not a song to dance to. Not
That's
be
what we
happy
should do.
about.
Songs not to fucking. You go to a concert, Here's a list of songs you don't get up and dance to like you're happy. This is one of them.
This is one of them. Yeah. You do not like when they're on stage and playing this. Not good. And of course, the ultimate not happy song, Mr. Brightside.
Oh my God, yeah. I think I have Mr. Brightside, but I will find it.
That's something you just got to scream out the pain for.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I've seen like live in Berlin, and people are like dancing to this, or
Yeah.
like this. This is the one I thought was funny. Don't give it away.
Like he does now.
But like, this song comes on in Berlin,
Yeah.
fucking Berlin, Germany,
Yeah.
and they're dancing to this song like it's the greatest thing that ever happened. It's like he's singing about you fucktards. He's talking about your grandparents. Don't dance to this. You should feel bad. Look, be ashamed. Be ashamed, you bastards. This is about you, pricks.
I'll never forget when we watched that concert with Caitlin, and afterwards she just broke down in tears, like so emotional, because she realized she's never going to be able to see Roger Waters perform this live.
Yeah, I was pissed I didn't go.
Yeah.
I wanted to go so badly, but all my friends are douchebags and didn't want to go with me, and I didn't want to go alone.
But yeah, this is a song that plays at weddings. At weddings, you don't play this at a wedding,
Well, not that, but wait.
but not.
Oh my
Breaking
God,
ass.
YouTube, go to hell. I'm not paying for anything.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
It was made by Jeff.
Jess made this, and whoever the hell Jess is. Jess, you're... I hate Jess. Oh, okay, I fucked that up, didn't I?
This is not a wedding song. You don't play this at
If
weddings.
you play this at your wedding, you're going to get divorced.
You play this if you're at your ex's wedding, maybe.
Or her funeral. Okay, so he was about to say touching his dick. So this isn't a song to celebrate at
This-
your wedding.
no.
Damn it.
But a lot of their songs are very
Yeah,
they're all about him moving on past a relationship and what it's like to be going around town and running into the
you think the
exes
rest of the
it.
band's like, I just want to sing about like doing
I know.
chicks.
Well, and then they go into the actual like songs that are about real murders and stuff. They're very
But it's like Air Supply, but like a little bit badder ass.
Yeah.
Because those guys, like when I was a kid and Air Supply came on, I'm like, I remember sitting in my parents' car and the Air Supply's playing whatever the fuck. It doesn't matter. They're all the same. And they're just doing this thing, and I'm like, did they have a double wedding and their wives were in the same car that drove off a overpass into a train and was carrying atomic weapons? What the fuck happened to these two guys? First of all, they both sound kind of gay, and I'm not like busting on them for that, but they're whining about like, I think they're whining about women, aren't they? Weren't they? I think. Oh man, maybe not. Because
I never really thought about it.
I don't know, because I had to re-examine all of my oh my god, British Steel. I'm brain farting.
I don't know what you're talking about.
My,
British Steel.
Oh my god! I gotta look up. Johnny, help me with this. Judas Priest. Jesus
Oh.
Christ! I'm sorry. I'm out of liquor, and I've either had too much or too
I never
little.
really listened to Judas Priest. I
Judas
don't know.
Priest, like you listen to a lot of their stuff, and let me put on some Judas Priest.
Did they do Bang Your Head?
No,
or whatever.
no.
Who did that? See, I don't know. I don't know Judas Priest.
Don't just shush.
Pink Floyd, Killers, that I could go on about.
Oh, I don't have it. But like Judas Priest would like they would like all the songs they sang when I was a kid, and I'm like thinking like Oh yeah, man. You like chicks like me, and then I'm like, oh, he's not singing about chicks.
Oh, right.
Oh, and I mean, I'm like, I'm not being a dick about it. I'm not saying like, oh, you piece of shit. I'm like, that's fine. It works for you. I've seen you in the assless chaps, and I don't mean to be redundant because chaps are
I was
assless,
gonna
but
say.
like he's talking about all this stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be that. And I'm like, well, wait, okay, I'm with you, but I'm not with you. I get.
But see, that's
yeah.
the power of music.
Yeah, you just don't give a shit.
You hear the words and you feel it.
Yeah, it didn't matter. You know, it was like I wasn't one of those guys. It was like, oh, I'm gonna catch something. Now this was why is everything so damn loud all of a sudden? Oh, it's not. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, this is the first album that a girl ever bought.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was the chick that was a big Bruce Springsteen fan bought me this.
So she was in Bruce Springsteen when she bought you that.
Because somebody told her I liked this.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, nevertheless, we never got together because I think she then saw the video for this. But she got this, and I was just like, you know.
I'm so gonna get laid.
Yeah, no, not at all. But I was excited about it, but she did not understand.
She didn't appreciate it.
Not at
Why you
all.
liked
No.
it.
She was.
But then again, you didn't appreciate Bruce Springsteen. So.
I didn't appreciate a lot of stuff.
Been a
but
very, very twisted relationship.
it was bad, yeah. But yeah, I remember. This was the same chick. I remember. She's like, "Hey, you guys want to? You and Joe, my cohort back in the day. Shush, Ozzy, please. I got a call from this chick, and she like I would ask her out, and she'd be like, "Oh no." I'm like, "Okay." And I get a call. She goes, "You want to go? You want to go roller skating?" Okay. So she's like, "Okay. Well, me and my friend Debbie are going. So you think Joe's going to be one of this guy van?"
Right.
So I was like, "Okay." So I'd be like, "Man, Debbie and Patty want us to go roller skating. You want to go? Tell me you're going. You're going. You're going, right? You're going. I'll fucking kill you. You're going, right? I will kill you in your sleep. You're going, yeah?" He's like, "Okay." So it wasn't even that. I was like, "Hey, Debbie and Patty just called. They want to go roller skating. You want to go?" "Yeah." "Okay." So we go up to Ridge Runner, which is just a place that doesn't exist anymore. And I put on my skates, and I'm like trying because they're rental skates, and they're always shitty. And I've done the rental skate thing so many times, it's like a nightmare. I've always just crashed and burned with them because they're always shitty. So I'm trying them out. I'm like, all right, they're not so bad. Probably won't die in these. Okay. So I'm skating around and stuff, just getting used to these new skates. I'm like, all right, they're doomed. And I look over, and the idiot I brought is like lying on his face.
He's never skated before.
No.
Oh. You didn't think to ask.
I didn't think I had to ask.
He didn't think to tell.
No. It's
Well,
like,
because
you want to go skydiving? Yeah.
is there a chick involved?
It doesn't.
All logic goes out the window.
No. You do not know. Trust me. You do not do that. So, but it kind of worked in his favor anyway, so they show up and they can both skate.
Mhm.
And I can skate.
I know you can skate, yeah.
So I'm like, skating around like, fucking like, Wayne Gretzky on roller skates. And, nobody gave a shit.
Because they're taking care of him.
They're taking care of him.
Yeah.
He's falling all over the place like a freaking, Stephen Hawking's like, you really suck. Sorry, I don't have any. I don't have a Stephen Hawking button. That's the
Cookie
best
Puss
I can do.
might work.
Let me wait.
You really
I can't get it off. Okay. Anyway, it didn't work. Anyhow, but the whole night they're just holding him up. I'm like, you son of a bitch.
So if you taken somebody who actually could skate, it probably developed into separate ski time.
It was.
Time for motherfuckers to pay the ferryman.
There you
That's
go.
what I was thinking, basically. Yeah. Yeah. It was bad. It was. I've never gone skating and had it work out well. Like that was a nightmare.
But that was kind of a date, though. You said you didn't really dated her. Wasn't that kind of a date? When we invent time machine.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I mean, I could hire a barrister. I don't know. It's a fucking nightmare. So, yeah, I take the fifth. I don't know, man. I honestly don't know. But yeah, damn you for asking that question.
Sorry, husband. I didn't mean to ruin your life.
Broke my.
Do we need to play Mr. Brightside?
I need. No.
Do you need more Devil's
I
Cut?
may need more. Yeah, but yeah. Oh my god. But no, there was another time I went skating with Julie.
Yeah.
Fat fuck scumbag Julie. Remember her?
Oh, she loved me.
Oh yeah. So went with
Big fan of
her,
mine.
and she brought chick Bob fucked
The girl from Ireland.
France.
Oh, France.
No, they brought a girl from Ireland, and she couldn't skate. The two of them could they could get away with it. So Bob and Fat Julie and the ski from France.
She's French.
Yeah. Sorry, very very redundant, but they were off doing their own thing, and this poor. I mean, I felt so bad. The girl couldn't skate. She'd never seen. I mean, she was from Ireland. I don't know if she's ever seen ice. Is there ice in Ireland? I don't even know. A lot of rain.
I was 2 when we left there.
Okay, I don't know.
There wasn't much in the pub. I can tell you that much.
So it's not a lot of ice.
Yeah.
So she didn't know what she was doing. I went over and I went up to her and I was just like, "You okay?" And she's like, "Yeah, I've never skated before." I'm like, "Come on, I'll show you." So I let her take my arm and we were skating around.
Mhm.
So of course Julie comes over, and I'll let me do Julie's voice here.
Jim. Wait, that's not good enough. Jim, how's Bree?
And I'm like, she's fine. You cow fucking pig looking piece of shit. But like, and I'm like, what the fuck was that? I'm not literally, I didn't.
Well, you're ice skating with her. Obviously, you're like text.
I had her on my arm. I didn't screw onto my penis and skate around with her.
I thought she was holding that on. It's like,
no. But I'm trying to be a good person. Whenever I do that, I look like a dick.
Yeah, don't do that.
I gotta stop doing that.
Don't do that.
Oh, I gotta go back to the Hitler School of Dance. But yeah, like she was being a bitch about that, and then she came over and she's like, I think somebody had a camera and it's like, can you videotape the three of us skating, like Fat Julie, Skank, French Chick, and Bob? And I'm like, yeah. So they're skating and I'm skating backwards and I'm filming them.
Mm-hmm.
That is basically as easy as that. And the whole time Julie's like,
Yeah.
Jim, don't drop the camera. Don't fall. Jim, make sure you don't break that. I don't want you to fall down and break the camera.
and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna fall. The guy you're holding on to, I taught him to skate. How did Thomas Aquinas put it? You fat cunt. And I'm sorry if you just came in the room and heard that. I apologize. But
It's necessary.
It was necessary. It was absolutely justified. But yeah, it was like, what the hell, man? Like, but yeah, I've never had even when I went with your family skating, I remember the time I was trying to your sister was like watching and I'm like, hey, drunk skating, and I'm like, and skating like a lunatic, and then I fell on both kneecaps. And I jumped right back up and I'm like, oh my God, that fucking hurts. Oh God, kill me now.
But you taught me how to skate.
Yeah, and you destroyed a 12-year-old kid in the process, but that's
I think he grew up to be Stephen Miller.
Yeah, he might have been. Yeah, I think he's Stephen Miller. No, he works for Donald Trump.
I think that's why he's very angry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bald prick. But anyway, where were we?
But on the bright side, his balls probably have dropped by now.
Maybe. But anyway, back to then. There's this.
Wow, that just came right out of left.
I don't know
field.
where the hell this falls into anything. I remember I borrowed this this from Mr. Wheeling. I'm not sure I ever gave it back
I
to
don't
him.
think you did. I think it's fine.
Do we still have it?
I don't know.
Oh, it's probably nailed to the kid's wall.
I think we
At
found
this
it when
point.
we were moving one time. You're like,
Oh,
holy
well.
shit, I thought I gave this back.
Really nothing to do with it.
It might be on the kid.
But this is one of those weird songs. Like you can listen to this, and you can fantasize about fucking anything to this.
It's when you go off into the meadow and there's like a fairy, with a panther.
No, that's not nowhere near my
Not that
fantasies.
kind of
No,
fantasy.
I'm just like walking around with like my chainsaw bayonet rifle, looking all badass like something's coming.
I need to kill.
Is that a noise? Did I just hear something? Here we go. And I start walking off into the woods.
You're looking like Tim Smith.
Yeah. All of a sudden, there's a little noise. I'm like, stop. Get all serious for a minute.
Give that noise a look. Make it stop.
Yeah, but the horn section makes me look all cool. And I start walking again, like, okay, it's cool. It's like doing my thing. Everything's cool. Still looking all hard.
Obviously.
Good trigger discipline, gripping the handle. Now I'm starting to stride a little like badasser. More badasser. I don't know. I don't know what I don't know how to conjugate that. Is that a verb? I don't know what to do with that.
Badass or no? That's not a
Badassery? I don't know. Now I'm starting to get a little nervous. Not nervous, but I'm getting angry.
Shit's getting real now.
Shit's getting real now. I know something's about to happen. Now I'm like, wait.
Now the fairy comes out with the panther.
Safety off. Now I know something's up. I know. Only I know. No one else would know. Just me. Has nothing to do with the lyrics, but something really bad's about to happen. I see the bad guys now, like slowly get. I just blow the shit out of these motherfuckers now. That's how it goes. That's what this song's for. Now,
Next season on The Last of Us.
anybody else listens to it, it's a totally different.
It's totally different.
Like somebody else might be like listening to this and like they're thinking about baking. But that's where
I
I
don't
go.
think they have chainmail and guns.
I didn't say chainmail.
You did.
No, chainsaw
Oh,
bayonet.
chainsaw bayonet.
I'll
Sorry.
go get the gun. It's down in the garage.
Oh my god, I'm here.
But that's the kind of shit I used to do, man. Like it's like you would listen to like the most normal like song, and I'm just like, yeah, this shit's getting dark.
Also, Inner Huntress Thompson comes out.
All of a sudden, my mom walked in the room like, "Can you go get the vacuum?" Yeah, I'll get the vacuum. Give me a minute to get back into character. You have no idea what you interrupted.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Seriously.
But I mean, like, all right, look, like the headphones I have on now.
Yeah.
Like you had the big headphones. Like
Yeah.
I'm doing that, facing the carpet, like listening. Wait, let me find something.
The shag carpet with the
Yes,
velvet
yeah.
wallpaper.
Yeah.
It was the 70s.
Hang on a minute. It's God damn. Here we go. I'm trying to find something suitable. Here we go. Okay. So like, I'm just like laying face down on the carpet, listening to shit.
Oh,
Oh,
no. What
Johnny
is
had to
this?
leave. So, like, you know, this is going on. You can hear this. This is
Yeah.
something you got to hear, you know, on
Yeah.
headphones and stuff. You know, I was just going to fast forward. Let me do this. This one's a better one. So now I'm thinking about saving some big, giant boob chick with this one.
Yeah.
So just get in that mode.
Big boob woman.
I got to kill a bunch of people and save a chick.
Scantily clad.
Yeah.
Clad, so.
So this is going on. I'm just like...
Yep.
away from every man alive. They can't see what you mean to me, Queen Bee.
So I got... you see what I mean, right? Totally into it, you know? Like totally focused on whatever the hell...
You just become a whole new person.
No, that's actually me.
So, okay, it's really you.
So
The real you's come
the
out.
real
The
me.
real, the real you's
I'm
now
just
here.
singing, oh, you fucking people. And I'm like in that, and then my mom walks like, "Can you get the vacuum?" I'm like, damn it! All right, yeah, I'll get the Give me a minute. I need a moment. It's not easy to go from that to like, yeah, I'll get that. Yeah, no worries, yeah. It's not easy.
No.
I mean, this was a bad album that interrupted me too. Like, I love this. Like, it starts out kind of normal. Now this is classic rock, but you could classify this as metal. What the hell's going on there? Oh. So, like, I'm doing this, and I don't want to be interrupted by my parents in the midst of this.
Yeah. And that's the trouble with listening on headphones, because you don't hear them coming.
Especially this, like, this one's like schizophrenic anyway. Like,
Yeah.
you're like listening to this, you're like,
This is not a song to listen to in traffic.
no. But I mean, like, it's doing this. This is like, this isn't the intro. This is the song. You're
Yeah.
doing this. Guy's playing with his flanger.
Wonder. Or no,
You're like, okay, I'm digging this. Yeah, and then all of a sudden, like, they downshift into another song here.
You must be dreaming. You think I love you. You must be dreaming. To think I love you. Do it again.
Now you can hear this.
Yeah.
You do not want to be bugged by your mom in the
No.
middle of this.
No.
You don't. I don't know how I would react. You know, it's like.
That's why I think the girl always is like, what?
Yeah,
when
maybe.
we speak to her.
Yeah, but I mean, what the hell is she listening to? Like,
Well, she's listening to.
nothing.
She's listening to the Cramps and
Oh, that makes sense.
My Bloody Valentine.
I need to go away from it. Put a song on it. All right. So I'm gonna play a song real quick. It's a song from our buddy Fred's show that he produces.
Yeah.
So I'll play this and I'll be right back.
Make a move extreme. Shortcut to your dreams. Go straight to the stars on a flying thing. Getting high. Getting snowblind game. Set go. Make a tune, chick-a-boon in the world beyond. Got a beat, got a heat on the phone. It's tear your world apart. Once the magic starts. Do you really want to taste it? What's going on? song. Dancing with the blinkers on. Throw your gun, the invisible ball. Say I will put your jet in gear. Anything to get you out of here. Gotta go hit that ride to the setting sun. Gotta leave this mess behind. Gotta cruise on the blues, got a right to find what you need, stand and read on the dotted line. Self-control. Welcome to the show. Do you really want to taste it? What's going on must come down. Do you really want to taste it? Baby, you're losing ground. So you soon become the mirror. Realize the whole is wrong. Dancing with the blinkers on. Throw your gun, the invisible ball. Oh, you do. All right, I just had to do that because sorry, I had to take a beat.
Damn devil's cut.
What's up, dude? All right, so where the hell were we? This is all tangled and give me a moment. Okay, Johnny, dude, where are you from in the UK, man? I'm just curious. I'm not gonna wait. No, don't wait. No, we'll do something.
Okay.
What do we got? Blah, blah, blah.
So, speaking of the show that Fred
Fred,
helped
yes.
produce and
Yeah.
just based off, is that coming back? Is there a second season?
Yorkshire, nice. That's where Sam Smith's brewery is, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. My God, man, it is. I need to go there. Because I'll just like fall into one of the stone vats and drown and be happy.
That's where you want to be buried.
Yeah. Fred's show. What was that?
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker, yeah. Friend of ours grew up at. We are from King of Prussia, Pennsylvania, which is a little town with the world's technically biggest mall. Mall of America is it's a bit bigger, but we have more retail space and no roller coaster. But in our town, like guy I used to work with Bree here.
With me, yeah, at the movie theater.
Fred Raskin, and you can look this shit up if you don't believe me. He is he's the producer on the Johnny, I'm definitely going to Yorkshire, trust me. We're gonna get out there because we have to go back to Ireland anyway because Bree was born there and I've never been, so we have to go back and
I don't know why
start
I'm
some
not
kind of
Indian.
we got to start some kind of range war over who owns what and stuff and steal stuff from some people.
I want my farm back.
Yeah, we got to get the farm back. So there'll be the movie will be out in about 4 years. So it's gonna be
Actually, it would be nice to get my dad's old pub.
that would be nice. Yeah, like any pet. But no, Peacemaker. She's from Killybegs. Killybegs in County Donegal. Yeah. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah.
Northwestern.
I'm Norwegian. But,
Like it.
yeah, sorry, but yeah, man, we got to definitely do that. And yeah, born above a pub in Ireland. I mean, can't get any more Irish than that,
No.
dude. Day before St. Patrick's Day, it's like
Yeah.
freaking like holiday. I know, right? But okay, so
Some
yeah, off you. Fuck you.
the heathens I work with are like,
Ah,
that's
you
cool.
fucking bastard. I don't need this shit, you bastard. But no, Peacemaker. Yeah, Fred, our buddy Fred, who actually taught me one of the best things I ever knew about filming is film from a low angle, you dumb shit. Yeah, he's the producer of Peacemaker. So if you ever get a chance to see that, what the hell streaming service is that on? I can't remember. Is it HBO?
I want to say HBO.
I think it's HBO.
I don't know. There's too many. I can't keep track.
It's funny as hell, and he's the producer of it, and he has a great time making it. And one of these days, I got to get him on this show. Not this, well, the P word in some sense of the word. This isn't the actual show. We're usually on Tuesdays, but we were bored, and we just figured, why the hell not? But
It's my
anyway,
first time.
it is your first time. So.
Yeah.
Cherry pop. So yeah, let's play some music for that, just to appropriately get you into that.
Bitch, and let me see what you got. Just shake that ass, bitch, and let me see what you got. Just shake that.
Yeah, you can't listen to that whole song. You know, yeah, it's just that shock
You just
value.
say that.
Just the
that's
first
enough.
couple of
That's
times,
enough.
let it
Just a
go.
little tease.
Yeah. All right, what the hell were we babbling about?
We were talking about listening to music and just kind of getting lost in fantasies, like
Oh,
that in our head. Yeah.
God, did you ever do that? Do
You're-
girls do that?
Yeah, girls do that.
What do you fantasize? I mean,
I,
wait, hang on.
No, I
wait,
don't-
Wait, wait,
I
wait,
don't
wait,
really-
wait, wait, wait.
I didn't say I did that.
Give me a minute.
I don't really have an
Go, all
example
right,
to
all right,
give to
good.
you. So
Let me get it. All right, go.
yeah, no, you're not sending this to the divorce lawyer.
No, I'm not. I'm taking notes.
No, I don't really. I'm sure girls do that, but I don't.
Oh,
I don't really have an example. Like, and I
put my
definitely don't have.
pen
You
and
know,
pad away. Then.
yeah, I don't.
I don't know, man. I used to do like just. I mean, you know, being basically ignored by your family and loathed by neighbors. I just used to like
Yeah,
I said, just put the headphones on, lay on the floor, and like you know, put a pillow over your head. And if you didn't suffocate, you would just think about like weird, crazy shit.
yeah. I guess like writing stories.
Yeah, that's
It's
where it, yeah,
from,
that's where it
from
comes
like
from. Yeah.
song titles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, yeah. I always like listen to find songs that I guess would fit the kind of characters that I would write about. I think.
Actually, I think.
And I think, I kind of associate a couple songs with stories you've written.
Really?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not terrible.
Well, it is because
I don't know why I'm saying it.
shit I write's nightmarish.
But I think that's where like that, that's close to the fantasy world that I would get.
I'm trying to find. I know that way back in the day, I had I had put it together. I was writing a story that was getting kind of voluminous, and I, rather than write the shit and actually get it done, I'm like, I need to write the soundtrack first.
Yeah.
So I put that together, and I'm trying to figure out. Oh my god, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's my notes. That's the actual story. Holy shit, that's terrifying. I don't remember. I remember I put a CD together, and it had I actually had like a cover, like an album cover, and
Yeah.
I remember my boss saw it. What are you listening to? And I showed him. He goes, "You have way too much time on your hands."
That was a good album though.
But yeah, this
No,
was
it
this
was-
was the major one from that. If it plays, it's not. Oh, what the hell? That's a document. No. No one to see that. What is that?
There you go. There's tracks.
Oh damn it. Oh my. What? Everything's out of order now. What happened? Oh, I see what happened. Okay, I'm sorry. I got click happy or wasn't paying attention. Oh God. I'll just do that because I have it misnamed. Oofda. That's really loud. I admit. That's That's one of the points from that. Because all my shit's really terrifying and horrible. But there's a whole scene I wrote around this, and I'll be driving this. I put this on in the car, and I'm driving, and I'm thinking of the whole scene that I need to write eventually someday. And I'm like, yeah, fuck traffic laws and safety, and anybody gets in my way. I don't know how the hell I can drive and do that. I think everybody does it.
Oh yeah, everybody does it.
But yeah, I mean, it's like this thing is just like I used to work out to this. Like, I'd be like afterwards, I'd be like, I think I broke my spine. Like, you just get too angry and just pissed off. And,
It's fun to have in the heavy bag.
oh my god, that's why I knocked
Yeah.
it over. I didn't know you could do that. So yeah, I mean,
Do you remember one time you said you'd love to be an English teacher and
oh yeah, yeah.
assign like instead of learning poetry type thing, like you learn
Well,
song lyrics and kind
yeah,
of
to teach them poetry because
Yeah.
rather than say, bring me something from Walt Whitman that moves you, and they would
Yeah.
be like, well, here's my assignment, nothing.
and most people wouldn't really be able to get into that. But if you gave that same assignment with songs,
Yeah.
they would come with a whole list of songs that they would be able to relate to.
Well, that's the thing I would love to do on like the regular podcast, not this one, but it never happens.
Yeah.
Like, because I remember one time, a sage African American said to me, "What do you white people do? Dance to the words?" And I'm like, "Yeah, kinda." But
Well, we don't really dance.
we don't
we,
dance.
we just kind of
we
shuffle.
kind of shuffle back and forth. Yeah,
We're really crazy with pogo.
yeah. The pogo is the white people dance. We don't really do much else. We just jump up and down a lot. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. Like if you're gonna teach kids, like I remember when I was in English class, like the one English teacher I actually liked. It took all the way in the like senior year of high school to finally click, and he was talking about something. There was some poem, and to this day I couldn't tell you what that poem is. It may be super famous, and everyone else on earth knows it, but I cannot remember what it was called. But it was a metaphor in it. Our love is like gold, like basically beaten gold.
Mhm.
And he explained that it was like because you can beat a little tiny bit of gold and flatten it out, and it covers a huge space. And they were apart, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, I get it now. Like oh shit, wow, I've been stupid for so long. And I got it. I remember I actually had the like the moment of going. I saw that guy years later, and it was a British literature class, and I walked up to him and I was like, "Hey, Mr. Schatz, hey, I don't know if you remember me. I'm Jim Perry. I had you in for 12th grade Brit Lit, and I just wanted to let you know, like, I'm minor in English right now, but if I ever do go back for my master's, I think one of the things I'd like to maybe do my thesis on is the fact that, oh God, I can't even remember. It's like the word guilt in Old English was related to, I forget why. I used to be smarter then, and I told him, and he just looked at me, and this weird like he looked like he was about to cry, and he just hugged me.
Because you got it.
Because
you got through,
it was like probably the only student that ever actually went up to him and said, "You did a good job."
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a total fuck up in every other way, and I'll probably be in prison forever at some point. But in this one thing,
Brief moment of time.
got through. Like all of the Girl Scouts that are buried in my backyard, just forget about that. You reached me. So,
Anyway.
but yeah, I mean, I think that would be the best thing to do if you're going to teach kids poetry. And granted, it's going to be a learning curve for the teacher because somebody's going to come in, and again, they're going to, it's going to be like booty bass, like shake that ass, but you're going to have to deal with that kind of stuff. And it's like, fine, if you're going to bring that to class, that's going to be your thing, and you're not being a total retard. I'm not saying retard. My son's retard. I don't mean like, fuck anybody. I don't care.
You said it. Yeah, just own it.
I'm just going to own it.
Just go with it.
Yeah, I think I have something around here about that, but eventually, but oh my God, what happened? Everything just collapsed. Oh, there it is. But no, but like it's one of those things. Like you just like fine if you want to bring that in, that's great. What does it mean? That's the thing I think you have to learn if you're going to teach something. It's like you can bring me any piece of shit you want. You can walk in here with a pile full of turds, explain it to me, and make it make sense, and you get an A. Bring me a pile of turds and go turds. You're not.
Yeah.
My turds metaphor.
Well played.
Yeah, there we go. See what I did? So I should probably do a bumper. Let me do this.
You're listening to the American Moron Entertainment Network.
Get the fuck out my face with that shit.
There we go. Okay. So I'll have to do one of those because we do a real regular podcast. I say real because we're just fucking around, but this is probably more intense than the other one because we're actually just fucking around with that one too. But
It's just what happens when you're sitting around and talking music, having a couple drinks,
yeah, that's what
and then
happens.
this, you know.
This happens. Nice, thank you, John. But I don't know, but I mean, like we were saying, like we were talking about like the evolution of shit from like uh, between the '70s, the '80s, and then you move up into the '90s, and shit gets even weirder because we know a lot of guys who were like they had bands, they were signed, they had music contracts with like back in '88, '89, a lot of metal bands got signed. Heaven's Edge, Instinct, like these are people we know. Um, and there are a million others. They got signed. They were metal bands. Um, but then, from what I can discern in my exhaustive research, the douchebag who took over MTV when MTV used to do music, when actually the M meant music, and not uh, I don't think it stands for anything now. Moron TV. Yeah, that sounds better. You're quicker than me, but anyway. But the guy, when I can discern, the guy decided, like, you know what, this grunge thing seems like the way to go. And I just got here last week, so we're gonna drop all the metal and the hair metal and the pop and that party shit, and let's just go with sad guys who wear flannel.
And I liked it.
I gotta admit, it's one of those things. Like, I think that when the '90s kicked along, I was a miserable piece of shit anyway, so it kind of worked for me. Um, I don't know. I mean, I do like we go to see like our friends band all the time. They're like a party metal band. They have Van Halen and Def Leppard and what else? Bon Jovi, shit like that. Journey, just to get the chicks up to dance. But it's like it's fun rock music. But then you get into grunge, and it's like kind of whiny. I understand the guys that are in the music business are pissed about that because they're like, this like a friend, a good friend of ours. His band got signed as a strictly metal band, and then grunge came along, and it was like, listen, you signed the contract, but can you get a little grungy? And they're like, they were young enough to go, no, I have my pride. And they said, okay, well, then you don't have a contract. Now in retrospect, as we get older, like, I will literally lick your balls from music contract. But that's like a totally different thing. But that's kind of what happened. And but there's stuff that right, I'm pulling up my '90s stuff. I would. Oh, this is all going to be wrong. It's all going to be so wrong. Nope.
What the fuck?
I'm trying to find the right. Oh,
But if you're going to do karaoke, Pearl Jam is the good one to do because
yeah.
you don't understand what he's saying anyway. So even if you got the words wrong, what do you do?
I was listening to this today while I was cleaning out the garage. As that's what heroes do. But like, I was like trying to listen to this while I was running the vacuum in the garage, and like, don't judge me. I know I'm a loser, but this song, like, it hits me really hard. Like, I hate Pearl Jam only because I hate the name Pearl Jam. Because I hate that every chick in the '90s was like, I love Pearl Jam, and if you wanted to get laid, you had to go, oh yeah, me too. I hate Eddie Vedder. I think he's a dickhead. I think he's a phony. But like, stuff like, I'm not even playing Black. I'm not gonna cry on the fucking air. I'm not doing it, and that's your fault. But yeah, I mean, I was kind of miserable in the '90s, and this kind of like exemplified that. In the '80s, I was like, yeah, there's promise. The future's gonna be bright. I need to wear shades, and then all of a sudden, like, shit got real, and I was like, fuck me, man. Like, oh god damn it, like, oh. All right, yeah, I get it. Life sucks. You know, I mean, that's how I was. That's how I felt.
Yeah.
You know, you had like you growing up, like
all of a sudden you're responsible. You have responsibility.
you have responsibilities. You realize that like romance isn't a thing for people. That nobody loves you, and they don't give a shit. And you're all on your own, and you're gonna die alone, and you live alone, and fuck you. You're gonna, yeah, right,
Yeah.
the way it was. So that's what, and then this kind of shit happened. Maybe I should have played Lithium because that's what I needed back then. But I mean, the '90s were tough because this is also the age when like people were like, you know what, man, I'm gonna have a party at my house. So grab all your parents' medication and bring it. I got so wasted. I took like 5 Viagra, 6 birth control pills, and a Percocet.
It wasn't all like
I
this.
think I
There's
just,
also
I think I just shit an egg.
there's also bands like Oasis.
Yeah.
Huge in the 90s.
Yeah. All right, so let me turn that off and delve into my '90s crap here. I don't have anything organized in any way, so we're just gonna have to go with what we've got. And look at me go. Don't peek. This was a '90s band. They were kind of like. I've heard people will like classify this as Christian rock.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand that because I thought Christian rock was more, I don't know, fascist.
Well, now it.
I'm having a hard time finding stuff because like it just mixes in with all the other crazy shit. That's gonna be like once. Oh no! Look at that, the whole thing. Trying to find stuff people know. Try not to look at that too close. It's just a mess. But it was a weird juxtaposition between. See the big words I'm using here? Between like the '80s and the end of the '80s, you had all the party crazy. Everybody's wearing bright colors. Everybody's dressed like, it's like the apocalypse came, but like neon is like in like every store that sold neon shit is out there. Like if you watch the Synchronicity 2 video, everyone thought that's how we're going to be dressed in the apocalypse. Either somewhere between Mad Max and the drummer from the Police in that video. Like that. I so badly want to do that. But like that was the way it was. It was like a weird thing. And then all of a sudden, and I'll say all of a sudden again, because I just said it 3 or 4 times and I don't know why. But it's just like this shit happened. And you're like, what the happened? Like it got really morose, and I get the guys like people we know who are angry because their band didn't make it, and they were like, they play something different and everything. And I get that, but at the same time, it kind of played into it, and I'm almost like, did that asshole from MTV know what the hell he was talking about?
For me, it just all kind of blended because I was listening to bands like,
The Cure,
Depeche Mode, and The Cure, and 10,000 Maniacs.
Yeah.
And then you delve into like, Pearl Jam and things like this. And then now the bands I listen to, like The Killers, grew up with this stuff. So now they're playing music based on this. Like for me, it all just kind of blended. It wasn't just like the record skipped, there was it just all flowed.
It kind of did.
And I think that's why for me it just like I kind of grew with the music. So there was no like.
That's where I was.
Yeah.
But as a metalhead, people look at you like you're a total dickhead.
Yeah. But and you think about like the Beastie Boys, they're originally punk bands.
Oh, that's
and then they're like, well,
Johnny's like Nirvana, Blur, Oasis, Stone Roses, Alanis Morissette, Paul Weller. The '90s was strange and lawless. You're right. It was. It was just, and it honestly, that's how I felt in the '90s.
It kind of carried over the whole, like we were saying with the '80s. There's such a wide variety of music. And it just kind of blended into like what became the '90s. Like anything just kind of went.
Yeah. It just got less. It got less techno. It got like kind of like it went back to basics. Like if you listen, like, and I apologize, listen to Dance, but if you listen to Kiss, you listen to like the later Kiss. It's like Def Leppard. Def Leppard's even better. Listen to Def Leppard. Don't listen anything after Slang. Don't listen to Slang or anything after. But if you listen to like Hysteria, and granted, you know, dude has one arm. I understand that,
Yeah.
but it got really overproduced by Mutt Lange compared to like On Through the Night or like the earlier stuff. Like it was grungier. Like Kiss, 1973, I think. That album was like, it was a lot. I like that more because it was less produced. It was a little, you know, and I think they went back to that. They just got like less produced, more like just you need to have feelings, man.
And then they went the other side of the 90s where you had like produced band, like the boy bands, and everything was
well,
like
let's not talk about that. That
vocalized.
didn't
And
happen.
now like most of the bands that are coming out new are like,
No,
with the exception of like, you know, I don't know, maybe 21 Pilots or something like that. They're probably like a newer one that
I was horrified that we went out to our local pub and they played Backstreet Boys. There was a band that did Backstreet Boys as a what was that? Oh really? Oh my god! Grandma was on Nurse on Call when the guy from Leopard came in. Oh my god, that had to be crazy.
that must have been nuts.
Yeah. Oh my god. I just remember watching Historia, and they were talking about that. And he's just like standing there, like, and they were trying to explain to him, like, you're missing an arm, dude. And he's like, but I'm a drummer. I'm a famous drummer. And it's like,
Now he's famous. Now he's an artist.
yeah, but he's you know what? I gotta say, like, let me jump out of the '90s for a minute here.
Well, I think Johnny's brought up a really good story.
What's that?
I think Johnny's brought up a really good story to talk about.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I mean that's really weird. That was a weird moment because I remember why can't I remember what Allen?
Rick Allen.
Rick Allen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't remember his first name, and I didn't want to look like a douchebag. But too late. But
What the fuck?
sorry. But no, I mean, like, it was amazing, like him coming back. I remember that happened. I'm like, no, come on. I love these guys. God damn it. And then Hysteria came out. I'm like, holy shit, man.
Yeah.
Like, are you serious? Like, oh god. So like you know, let me just bring up some Leopard. So you have like, this is early Leopard, early-ish. And it's a little raw, and it's amazing. Like, I love this song. Like, this is one of the songs, like old school rocksphilly.com. These guys play in the Philadelphia area, and they do some Leopard. They don't do this song, but I wish they did, because it's like right out of Sheffield, man. It's great. And went from that, like, this was one of the first videos I saw. I think this might have been the first video I've ever saw from Def Leppard on MTV back when MTV played music. It was a weirdly Welsh Arthurian looking kind of video. And, you know, it's a little more. There's a little more fullness, a little more produced.
Darkness settles on the town as the children start to sing. The lady across the street, she shuts out the night. There's the thousands waiting, and she turns out the light. But it's too late. Too late. Too late. Too late for love. Too late. Too late.
And then you move on to Hysteria. And this is post injury. I'm sorry, this is total masturbation. This is my favorite Def Leppard song. And I'm going to skip through the long intro. I actually learned to play this on the bass, and I was like, nipples out, so happy to be able to do that. But, like, it's just, I love the sound of the song. I love that it's, like, all over the place. I mean, that's so complete. I love this. And the oh my God, the fantasies in my head when I'm listening to this by myself. I don't even want to get into that. I'll go to prison. But it's funny because you have that and you have like kind of a throwback like this. Same album. Kind of like a throwback to the earlier stuff. Which always confuses me because, like, I got this confused with where the hell is it? Oh God, where is it? Oh, no, I didn't. God damn it, he was wrong. Somebody yelled at me. I remember Mike Hester, a guy I know, a friend of mine. He was singing this at hockey practice one day.
He was singing this.
This whole thing, like every part of it. You're so dangerous. That whole everything, and I'm just like, he's on the bench singing this, and I'm like, what are you doing?
The same guy that gave up a chance to play soccer with these guys.
He met Def Leppard, and they said, "Hey, you want to come play football with us?" I think that was what broke his brain.
Yeah,
because he's like, football, but you're from the UK. It's like, dude, they meant soccer, you dumb dick. But yeah, he had a chance to play football with these guys. They asked him, I don't know where the hell he met them. That this whole story just aggravates me. But and if I ever meet Joe Ladd, I'm like, do you remember a long-haired douchebag from America who you asked to play football with, and he said no, and you thought, what a total douchebag? Do you remember that story?
Do you know how many long-haired douchebags from America he's probably met?
But how many long-haired douchebags that he invited to play soccer with, and they didn't go? and I forget what dumbass excuse he had, like his wedding or a funeral for his dad or whatever the fuck it was. Asshole. I would have been like, yes, I will come play football with you.
I will pee the ball.
I will look like a total dick because I can't walk. This guy, I gotta say, is the most amazing human being on earth. They should they need to dissect him when he dies at like the New England Medical. Whoever, somebody needs to dissect him and look at his brain, because I've literally seen this guy on ice skates. He's amazing. He can do all kinds of crazy shit. And I saw him the same day. We got dressed. We walked outside. He fell up the stairs leading out of the rink. Like clumsy fucktard.
Well, I've tripped up.
Yeah, but you know, you haven't been like.
I didn't.
Don't
I
make
didn't
excuses
just play
for
hockey
him.
though.
Shush.
I'm just very clumsy.
No, he is a total clumsy ass.
Yeah.
This is the same guy who fell off a roof one time. What the hell? He fell off. This guy's like he's like 6'5", like just big giant lump of a human being. A girl who lived next door to me once described him as an oaf. And think of, if you ever watch Ren and Stimpy, it's their definition of a lummox. We were coming home from somewhere, and he climbed up on a roof that he shouldn't have climbed up on. and fell off said roof like Tickle from Moonshiners and busted himself up. And like I think he actually had a concussion because he was insensible. I had to carry that piece of shit home, like literally throw him on my shoulder and carry him home from what was it? You know, we're best from the Costco.
Yeah.
Like I had to carry him home all the way down, and then I got to my house and I'm exhausted and I'm angry and I don't want to deal with this anymore. So I like went into the garage, got a wheelbarrow, threw him into it, wheeled him down to his house, dumped him on the front lawn. I'm like, I'm out. Fuck you. And I just went.
You got him home.
I'm
That's
like,
your obligation's done.
It's the same guy that like there was a Triumph concert in Philly and they were like, you want to, my friends were like, you want to go? I'm like, I don't have money to go to concerts. I have bills. Shit. So they're like, yeah, okay, poor fuck. And they left. And so they went down. It was like, the usual folks, like, I think John and Greg and Kester. And he got really drunk on, like, there was a girl with him. She was really cute. He really liked her. And to impress her, he drank a bottle of Jack Daniels and vomited all over the Spectrum. And she had to clean him up. And I'm like,
women love that.
I would have said to that chick, can I borrow your lipstick? And I would have drawn a bullseye on his ass. And I would have bent him over a Spectrum toilet. And I would have gone back to see Triumph. Now, that's what I would have done then. Now I'm a nicer person. I probably would have done the right thing. But taken care of him. Back then, nope, he didn't. He got ass raped. Yep. So, but anyway.
That's what friends are for.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't need that stuff. But anyway, where the hell were we? We were in the 90s somewhere.
When the drugs kicked.
Yeah. We were somewhere in the desert in the 90s when the drugs began to take hold. Yeah, but there's a lot of 90s stuff that wasn't like miserable. Like,
no.
I mean, granted, yeah. These guys were pretty miserable. Faith No More was kind of
angry. Yeah,
they were like kind of. Well, I played the last couple. Sorry, we're not giving them any more airtime. Who else? Yeah, I've got too much stuff from like the 2000s that are like, getting confusing.
You got Preachy Green Day.
I used to love Green Day. I did when Dookie came out, and that's the fucked up thing. I don't have any Green Day here, because. Then all of a sudden they got political, and it just got like, shut the fuck up, guys. Like when American Idiot, when they did that, I was like, you know what? I don't want to become self-loathing. I know every country's got problems, and God knows we do right now. I understand.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I apologize. But
we had nothing to do with it.
I didn't have anything to do with that. But yeah, spray tan bad.
Yeah.
But it just it comes down to like just if you're gonna make it better, don't mock yourself. Yeah. And that's what kind of annoyed me about them.
One band excuse me, one band from the 90s that was considered grunge but harder, like more metal, would be Soundgarden.
Oh yeah.
Like they weren't really overly whiny like Pearl Jam or Nirvana.
Nope.
They just, but Chris Cornell was in a band with Eddie Vedder prior to Soundgarden.
But I mean, like, if I remember how we were talking about this before, like, if you had to come up with like a song for every decade,
yeah,
like a band for every decade,
yeah.
So, 90s, this my band. Like, I love these guys. Like, they were right down the middle. They kicked ass. They were great, and and this song got me nearly into killed in Vermont. So yeah.
Again, why was it on the jukebox? If they're so great.
If you ever go to Vermont, if you ever go skiing in Vermont, the people in Vermont, how to describe them? They're inbred fucktards. And we were in this horrible place called Warren, Vermont, near Sugarbush. Sugarbush is a resort, ski resort. And there's nothing to do there. So we went, a friend and I went, we were going to go to Lake Placid, and there was a like once in a lifetime ice storm. So Lake Placid closed. It was the only time it was the second time actually that a ski resort said, "I'm sorry, sir, the resort is closed because of snow."
The mountain
I'm like, Are you fucking with me? But yeah, they closed Lake Placid. So the day we were driving up to upstate New York, I had to stop in that shithole like ass of humanity, Paramus, New Jersey, and I had to call the travel company I booked her, and I'm like, "Where am I going?" They're like, "Go to Sugarbush." And I was like, "Oh my god, there's nothing to do in Sugarbush, and I'm with someone who's basically emotionless. Oh, I'm gonna go to prison." So we got up there, and like, there is nothing to do but ski. You ski, and at night everything closes. Like, all hope is removed. Everything closes. There's nothing. There's nothing even during the day. The place is dead. So, and at night, the TV was taken over by like civil defense or some shit. Like, there was nothing to do. And we went. So I was like, all right, if the two of us stay in this, my friend Bob and I, like, we're staying in a room together, and somebody's gonna die. So let's go find a bar. Huh?
Ain't gonna be you.
So we drove to Warren, Vermont, which is this little shit town, and we went into this little bar, and it was nice. A weird fish tank with the most bizarre fish. I don't think it was from Earth, but so sitting there next to this fish tank, trying to ignore the alien fish that's trying to eat me or read my mind or whatever it was doing. Had Magic Hat number 9, which is the most disgusting thing I've ever had in my mouth, and I don't want to talk about that. Anyway, so we went to the jukebox and we played a couple of songs because we were like, all right, we got nothing else to do for the next 9 hours. Let's just tuck into some ale and go nuts. So I played this song, and he played something from REM. So, like this starts playing, and like you can just hear like people's spines cracking, like they're all up. The fuck is happening? So okay, so I'm like, well, hey, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and take a shit. So I go into the bathroom and I go into the stall because that's where you would dump.
But you do.
Yeah. And I'm in there, and I might even just went in to pee. And I don't like to pee in front of other people, especially people who are inbred fucktards. So whatever. I'm in a toilet stall with the door shut, and two guys come in, and they're like, man, yeah, I don't know why these college kids have to come here and play their weirdo music. Oh, yeah. And they're like just going crazy on these two college kids, and I was like, and I'm hearing this like, oh, thank you for that. Because I graduated like, I don't know, 5 years before. But they were like just ripping on it. Like, the two of us, like, they were angry as hell that we played this weird music. And like you said, why the hell is it in the jukebox?
Why was it there?
So
and like REM, why were they upset about REM?
I don't know. So whatever. So, and all of a sudden, like, so I come out of the stall like Clint Eastwood, I guess. Like the stall opens and I'm like, and the two guys just like immediately like pucker up, like they're like, they get real quiet. Now, I'm not the most imposing dude in the world. I don't walk out. I'm not Darth Vader. I'm not 7.5 feet tall, and I'm not like
And I'm like, hey, I like Soundgarden, you motherfucker. Shut the fuck up.
So that's not going to happen. But I just walked out, and they just immediately just like looked down, like they were like, "Oh my god, my dick is fascinating." They just started looking there at the urinals, looking down, like they wouldn't even look up. And I'm like slowly washing my hands, just savoring the moment.
Yeah, it's amazing that they knew it was you.
Yeah,
like you just stood out as like, obviously he's not one of us.
Yeah, because my eyes weren't 3.5 feet apart like theirs were.
Yeah, his parents weren't second cousins. Or anything. Yeah,
they just knew. They're like, well, look at that. Like, he's got all the limbs and
he looks all learned and shit.
He looks like he's been spelling. Yeah, like,
I don't know why we're getting Southern accents.
Because that's just the accent in the United States. If you're stupid, y'all sound like this. And I apologize to all my cousins who sound like that. But
you know.
But no, man, they were just like going crazy, and I stepped out and they're like, well, shit.
damn, Irv, now he's hurt us.
Like, I imagine, like, they're just sitting around at Thanksgiving. Remember when that guy came out of the toilet and looked all, like, hard?
The day Chris Cornell died.
Yeah. Remember
They're
that?
like, oh, thank God.
That
We'll never have
hard
to,
ass listening to Spoon
we'll
Man.
never have to deal with these crazy college kids on Garden again.
Remember that 19-year-old scared the shit out of you and I, Earl? It's not like I walked out like, like, what are you talking about, guys? I just walked out and washed my
calmly
hands like
wash
a
your
normal
hands.
human being.
Any business.
And they were just like totally freaked out. I'm like, wow, what a pussy state. What did you guys do in the Civil War? Did you just say, nope, not it?
They were out of town.
Yeah, they just,
They weren't
like
there.
Germany,
They
they
were home.
weren't there. But, yeah, oh my God, it was a nightmare. But, yeah, and I went out, I'm like, yo, dude, man, you have no idea what just happened in the toilet.
The problems we're causing. They're going to lynch us.
This guy, exactly. Him reading them damn words. It's like an episode of Moonshiners. Yeah, man, damn. I say damn every few damn words. Yeah, damn.
Well, hot damn, you say.
Damn. It's like down south, apparently, if you're like entirely stupid, you say damn when you don't know what to say. Instead of you say damn.
Mhm.
Here, I think you say fuck. I think so,
Yeah.
yeah. We're terrible out here. But oh my God, yeah, it was so
And we had
bad.
a lot of S's to words that don't need it. Like use.
Ninjas.
Hey, use over theirs.
No, use. Hey, use.
Hey, use, come here.
I remember my ninth grade, my really fat, ugly, stupid, horrible ninth grade, what the hell do we call it then? World cultures teacher was like trying to explain the Philadelphia accent. Jews got eat yet? Yeah, Jew. I was like, I find that offensive.
But I still don't hear the Delco accent everybody cleans. People around
There's
here
no
have.
Delco. I don't get that Delco. That's bullshit.
Like, I suppose people around here say water. I don't know.
They say wooder.
Water.
Wooder. Yeah.
Water.
But I mean, that's not that weird. What was that damn show?
That show, Mayor of Easttown?
Mayor of
something?
Easttown, yeah. Got
I
famous for
don't-
the Delaware County accent outside of Philadelphia.
I've never heard anybody
I've
around
lived
here.
I went to school in Delaware County. I have never fucking heard a Delco accent. That sounded like a Southern accent to me. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
I've
it's
never
just
heard
it
anybody
was
around here.
look up Mayor MARE of Easttown, and who the hell was it?
Kate Winslet.
Kate Winslet.
Yeah.
And God bless her.
She said it was the hardest accent she ever had to
Yeah,
do for a show.
it's
But it was
fucking horrifying.
it was not
yeah.
from around here.
I have never heard anybody around here talk like that ever in the history of the universe.
I'm gonna go whom you.
I'm gonna go whom. You going whom?
Did you go
Did you
hoomaloon?
go whom with Hoogie? Nobody fucking talks like that here.
Did you go to Wawa and get a hoogie?
Did you go to Wawa and get a Hoogie and go home with it? Masturbate in your house? What the hell is that? That doesn't exist. I mean, God bless her. That's whatever she did. Like she got close, but I don't know what that was.
And
I talked to people who like have driven through Delco, and they're like, "No, what are you talking about? I that is exactly what people from Delco's like." And I'm like, "You're full of fucking shit."
we all sound exactly like that.
We
I don't know
all
what you-
sound.
Yeah,
I believe this is a conundrum. You don't understand it. Fuck you, man. Nobody talks like that.
And I
Ass.
think Peter Evans or Evan Peters or whatever the
That
name
guy.
is. The guy who was Quicksilver in
Yeah.
X-Men. He said I forget what he listened to try to do the Philadelphia accent. But
Bloodhound Gang.
But yeah, something stupid like that. Like to try to do it when he was drunk.
Yeah.
To do the drunk Philly accent.
And what's weird is I've heard that, and I apologize to Johnny. I apologize to you and all the UK people out there. I've heard people said that like the Mid-Atlantic accent, and wait, maybe this is wrong because Mid-Atlantic accent is what Cary Grant sounds like, and that does sound kind of close to UK English. Lyra instead of, he said Yorkshire accent. Yeah, I mean, it's. I was trying to explain this to my kid. It's like like there, she like dialects. If you like speak Chinese, there's a billion dialects, and you're doomed. Like while I go to like France and Spain and or Mexico or where the hell they speak Spanish, and people talk to me, and I'm like, I'm sorry, can you say that a lot slower? It's not the same. It's like there's so many damn dialects. It's impossible, and it's between like I'm speaking American English, as bad as that might be. But then there's people in Louisiana are like, I guarantee I'm saying welcome to Bayou.
Yeah.
The fuck did you just say? Like, I don't understand those people.
Yeah.
And it's like, I get it. Like, I give up. That's why I'm like, I'm bad at foreign languages because all I can do is flip people off. And that's all I need to do. It's all I've done. It's all I need. But someone has said like the Mid-Atlantic accent is the closest to like actual UK English. And I'm like, oh, you gotta be shitting me, dude.
No way.
No way, dude. Exactly. And it's like, I'm not even gonna read that because I'll fuck it all up. But but yeah, it's like I think Mid-Atlantic is more like Cary Grant. He always sounded kind of a little bit of a British lit
Yeah.
to me. And then the people are like, no, the area around Philadelphia. And I'm like, oh, come on.
See,
Water.
Yeah, water. I'm weird because I don't really hear the accents that much.
I heard it
because
when-
I grew
when-
up with.
When we moved away from here, the King of Prussia,
Yeah.
moved to Chester County, which is like 10 miles
It
away.
was have more of the German Dutch.
Yeah. Oh, it's Wooder. Wooder. But when we moved out there, like more people were kind of more like, how y'all doing? I don't like. I can't be. I'm a city folk. The fuck you are, Jethro. But then we came back here, and I could hear the Philly accent
yeah.
more pronounced here than before, and I was like, wow, I never realized. Like you go from 40 miles away to 30 miles away from the city, and there it is. You can
Yeah.
hear that accent.
I work with a bunch of people that live in Philadelphia, and it's they definitely have more of a weird tone to there. And they all say John, which I hate.
I hate that word.
We just need to stop that.
It's
that
like
word.
there should not be a word that means anything you damn well want
Yeah.
it to be. You're
We are not
fucking
the
lazy
Smurfs.
and you need to die.
Yeah. Did you get them, John? Bring that John over here. No, just
My
stop.
God. Just fuck you, die.
And I admit I have a weird. I don't necessarily hear everybody's accents because I grew up being teased for having a States accent from my brothers and sisters.
Why is Lizzie White keep coming in and leaving? It's like, don't be a
Just like,
tease.
They're still at it.
Get your computer to work or whatever the hell's. I feel bad. Like I know it's not doing it on purpose, but it's making me feel. I'm getting anxious. But anyway, all right. So let me find some more '90s nonsense here while we're babbling on. Got
Well, then
nothing.
there's music like Beck. How would you define music like Beck? It's like we said-
shitty.
it's like the Grateful Dead became Fish,
Yeah.
and then Beck was like, "Hey, you know what? I could take that music and make it even
I could
weirder.
Make that shittier. I could take the Grateful Dead and make it shittier.
I can add weird sound effects to it,
Yeah.
drone on and on and on,
Yeah.
and people will love it."
So listen to the Grateful Dead, hit yourself in the back of the fucking spine with a claw hammer, and you'll love this shit. I hate that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's-
can't deal with that. We had Mark Perry came on, and he's a big fan of the Dead and Fish and all that stuff. And as we were
And
talking
Mark,
to
if
him,
you're listening, we apologize.
yeah, no, he's not listening. But I felt myself going because I had nothing to say. It's like
Yeah.
all I can say is like,
Don't have anything.
Mark, you're wrong.
No.
Shit. Can't stand it. It's
Yeah.
like I don't know what I don't know. Maybe I've never been like I don't know. Maybe if I go to the dentist and get a bunch of nitrous, it would be good. I don't know.
Well, I guess every decade has that one weird group that just is so like. I guess the '80s, I would say, They Might Be Giants would be one of those. Like
but
they
they're
had
fine.
just such bizarre, like song, you know, and Beck's kind of like that for me for the '90s, where you just don't he doesn't really fit into any category.
He's just some
it's
lazy
just Beck.
bastard, and he's like, go back, you hillbilly freak. I can't take it. Yeah, he drives me nuts. He just makes me nuts. But like, I mean, so you have the '90s, then you roll into the 2000s, and I think that people grow like, well, yeah, that Cobain shit seems kind of fatal.
He's dead now.
Yeah, let's
so
not do that.
we gotta move on.
And then you roll into more interesting stuff like Theory of a Dead Man. You know, I love these guys. And this is more like I don't say it's like metal. It's not like Judas Priest, but this is like the metal. You listen, keep your head down the thing, and you're like, yeah, she's tied up in a room, and like
Are you saving her, or are you the one tying her up?
I'm saving.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a freak, man.
A band, Breaking Benjamin's a band that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. Like nobody liked their Grateful. They just followed them for the acid and stuff. And
that's what we were saying.
What pissed me off is I remember when Jerry Garcia died, and I was looking for a job, and I'm like, fuck! Now all these deadheads are going to be looking for work.
Now they
got nothing to do. They're going to go out and look for jobs. Shit.
Yeah, and like in the '60s, that fit in because that was the big thing kids did. They they didn't go to school. They just
end your shit, and just do whatever.
Things like the Manson family came about.
Exactly.
They just hung out in communes and got dirty and stoned and didn't give a shit. And, a band like the Grateful Dead came along. Yeah, just follow us. Why not?
Yeah, I don't understand Fish. It's like get wasted on weed, but at least play good music while you're wasted on weed, you bastards. But it just drives me nuts. And what else the hell happened in the 2000s? I don't even remember. Like, what's the other?
Well, 2000s was very woman-centered, like Katy Perry and Lady Gaga.
Yeah. Nobody wants that.
All that craziness. Which I like some of their songs.
I guess I like some of it, but like, again, here's my pick for the 2000s is, let me see if I can find a good one. This is probably the best known one.
Yeah.
I can't escape this hell. So many times I've tried, but I'm still caged inside. Somebody get me through this nightmare. I can't control myself. So if you can see the darkest side of me, no one will ever take the shadow.
See how professional I was? I came back from taking a leak right when it peaked.
Right.
Right then. That was awesome. Yeah, it sounded like I planned it.
Did you not?
Yes, absolutely. Okay.
See, a band from the 2000s that kind of, in my mind at least, fit between the emo rock that, our daughter says I am involved in, and metal would be Breaking Benjamin.
Okay, yeah.
I think that's somewhat like Diary of Jane or Evil Angel.
I'm trying. I'm going. I'm sure.
There's gonna be an ad.
God damn you pieces of shit! Oh my God! Look at this. It's a shitty ad too.
Right, with just the right.
See, now it's described as gentle rock music.
Gentle rock music?
I don't know if I described this as gentle rock music.
I feel like I'm going to be cursed now.
See, now it's intense.
Oh, now it's intense rock.
So.
Gotcha.
No, but again, what would you describe this kind of music as?
it's hard because this is like 21st century. I don't know what to call it. This is like 3 Days Grace
Yeah.
or yeah, Fear of a Dead Man. It's
But are these the kids that grew up on like metal?
maybe, but it's like it's almost like it's like thrash metal but
Like
turned
their
down.
parents or
Yeah. Like they were like at the baby, like
or
they're sitting around, they're like, they're bassinet, and this is what their parents are listening to, like, Wasp and shit. But
oh shit, that explains a lot better about it.
God help us all. Yeah, but I mean, like, it's weird. It's like, and that's the thing. It's like, even when, like, back in the day when I was listening to like stuff in the 80s or 90s or whatever, like I was still kind of drawn to darker stuff. Like I mean, here we go. Like, 3 Days Grace. What am I listening to?
Pain without love, pain.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what I'm attracted to. Is just like this kind of shit. It's like, either that or something kind of epic and weird. I mean, I don't know, but I don't know. I don't know what the hell I was even going there, but it's one of those things. Like, I guess sometimes it's like, do you like a certain type of song? Do you like a certain kind of feeling, mood, or are you just into like a genre? And I think like it's kind of like I was talking about, like Bruce Springsteen, like was playing. I got
He's playing live. He's in Philly.
Is that what's going
Yeah,
on?
he's currently
Oh,
playing.
motherfucker.
He's touring. He's in Philly, I think, tonight or this weekend. I don't know. I don't know.
So
I don't care.
aggravating, man. Because like,
Yeah, it's been all over the radio.
it's funny because people who have kept coming into the room to listen to the podcast, and they jump in and I'm like, motherfucker, and they jump right out. Like,
Oh no, you cursed. I can't
yeah,
listen.
sorry about that. Shit.
I gotta go pray. It's Lent.
Yeah,
I can't
sorry.
listen to cursing
No,
during Lent.
Can't have meat tomorrow. And can't masturbate today. So
No, you can masturbate. You just have to.
Can I?
Yeah, you just have to.
Oh.
You just have to confess, and then
give me a minute now.
back to the
I
fantasies.
need to put on. Oh my God. Yeah, really? All right, let me get my masturbation music on now.
Shake that ass, bitch, and let me see what you got. Just shake that ass, bitch, and let me see what you got. Just shake that ass, bitch, and let me see what you
And I'm done. Okay. Yeah, that. But what was I saying? I don't remember. But no, but it's like, is it like a genre you like? Is it like a mood you like? Because like Bruce Springsteen, like that's been on everywhere
Yeah.
this weekend. Like I think I don't think I did. I have broken my radio just trying to get away from it.
Just to stop it.
By just like
Yeah.
tuning it. I really didn't do anything really badly, but it was like I'm just not into that. Like I don't know, like people from North Jersey are like, oh my God, you gotta like the Boss, man. I'm like, who?
And then, again, that's music we both grew up with. Music I recognize eventually once I hear the voice, because I'm like, yeah, you don't really. No, I was never really a fan. Never really. I don't have a favorite like Bruce Springsteen song.
Apparently, it could have gotten me laid if I was a fan of Nebraska, but I wasn't. I mean, you want to be all regional, like you can always play the people from this town.
But when I did hear he sang along to Dublin Fairy Tale, I was brought to tears because it's one of my favorite songs.
I mean,
and it's very emotional for me.
He's
So,
not.
yeah.
It's
And I was
just
like, wow.
I don't want to be clouded over the head by Bruce Springsteen.
No.
Like today, like I said, I was, I'm superhero that I am. I was out cleaning the garage, and all anything was on the radio was Springsteen. I'm like,
yeah. I think everybody has their genre that they prefer, but I think true music lovers will just listen all across the board, because it's you tend to feel something.
But
Like the first time I heard Disturbed do Sound of Silence, goosebumps.
Oh yeah, that's
Tears.
awesome.
Like
Yeah.
it was just like, holy cow.
But,
so
I mean-
you can hear bands you normally wouldn't listen to.
Yeah.
Sing a song you normally wouldn't hear, but they do it so well and it speaks to you.
But like today, I heard I threw on the radio was malfunctioning, driving me insane. So yeah. So I threw on the MP3 player function, and I couldn't figure out how to make it like just shuffle. So it just was playing Huey Lewis songs, and I love Huey Lewis. I just was not in the mood to hear 5.5 hours of Huey Lewis, and I started getting annoyed after the first hour of like just random Huey Lewis.
And it speaks to you that the next album it went to was Ozzy Osbourne. Like you're not really.
I'm not even
boxed
sure how that
into-
happened.
Well, it's like I said,
It's not even alphabetical.
I've known you for how long?
Ever?
32 years now.
Yeah, something like that.
I never would have known you were a metalhead
That's weird.
until very recently.
That's really weird.
Because we never listened to it. We never listened to that kind of music
Well, I
when we
knew-
were together.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to be into some of this shit
No.
that I listen to. I mean, I mean, I don't know.
It hasn't been until like the past few years that I really like learned that you're a metalhead, that you listen to that kind of music.
Yeah, I
we
mean,
just-
like,
we never listened to, like we would drive around and listen to Death Tape, but that was like Blue Oyster Cult and
yeah, well,
Christopher.
that's kind of metally, but I mean, it was like, you
I
know.
wouldn't think that is metal. Like I would never thought of.
Well, I mean,
Blue
what do
Oyster.
you think of as metal? You know?
I never.
I'm not
heard-
going to do this.
Yeah, like I knew you can do like, but I thought that was kind of like a joke type thing.
Oh, it is. I'm not like. I'm
And
not
I
like,
knew you had the Eddie poster.
I didn't play this at our wedding.
But like to this day, I could not tell you a Dokken or Dio song or like we never listened to stuff like that.
Yeah.
So to this day, if it starts playing, I don't know until you tell me. Like the Buck Cherry song.
yeah,
Until
that's-
you tell me what it is, I have no idea.
I'm going to kill SOD right there before it gets all like, yeah.
People have nightmares.
But like, you know, like I'm a huge Dio fan, and I swear this was on a tape in my car that we listened to.
It may have been. It may have even been on the Death Tape Primer, but again, I don't know. I would have considered this heavy metal.
Oh God. Yeah.
I never listen. I was never around people that listened to heavy metal, and when it was like Metallica, and then Poison, which I'm like, I'm sorry, is that if
Yeah.
you're in spandex, have poofed up hair and wear makeup?
I remember being on
really
that
sure you're
on,
metal.
on Shiggy's radio show, and I look up and I'm like, oh, look at this hot chicks,
Like,
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you're putting your makeup on better than me, I'm not really considering you a metal guy.
Like I was shocked. Like I remember we saw band Old School, our friends at Old School. They played this. I lost my mind.
Yeah.
Like I think I remember when this was starting, you didn't know what the hell it was,
I had no idea.
and I was just like,
I think it might have been the first time I heard it.
oh my God. Yeah, I mean, like this is like my favorite Dio song.
Like, especially like, I guess, well, at the time was their third set. Now it's like maybe all over the place. Most of the songs like they play, never even heard of until I heard them. I never heard of Heaven's Edge, even though apparently they're from Philly. Like,
Yeah, the cock rock thing is
Yeah.
kind of bad. Yeah, yeah, like that's one of the things. Like, I would listen to stuff like Poison, but I would just be even like I think the closest I could get to like admiring anybody that did that kind of thing. Oh my God, Twisted Sister, because Dee Snider doesn't take that shit seriously.
yeah.
He's kind of a cool guy, but like yeah, like Poison went a little too far. I'm like, you guys don't have dicks, do you? Please tell me you don't.
Are you new to them?
Like I'm not attracted, but please,
Yeah.
please, we have nothing
So-
in common, right?
So by the time like I'm leaving high school or at the end of my high school years when I started like meeting people that were into like, considered self metalheads, that's what they were listening to. They weren't really listening to this. I never even like knew. Like literally Dokken was just that joke from that comedian, like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
rocking with Dokken. I might recognize some of the bands, the names, especially like when I went on to work for, We Three and Wall to Wall, but I never listened to it.
I mean, like this guy, he was one of the guys he replaced Ozzy in Sabbath. So like he was like, you know, that's where I kind of get into it was, and weirdly, I find let me just look for this.